Hello YouTube, this is CyberKnight610. I have a few shoutouts to give before I get on with the discussion. First one, JustinHoveyTV. Second one, TeamAloe. Third one is Little, or, yeah, Little Jim. I don't know. 111. And the last one is EZE, and it has two fives, so it's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, or whatever, like that. So, be sure to check that out in the description. I'll have them out there, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce anyone's name. It's just really hard. Sometimes it's really hard to pronounce people's usernames and stuff. So yeah, uh, if you want a shout out, give me a shout out first, and I will give you one. Hopefully the mic quality is pretty good. I had to fix the mic with some tape. It's a really cheap mic. I need to invest some money into it. So I'm going to be really busy, like I said in my last video, and I'm making videos ahead of time, pretty much a bunch of videos in one day. And yeah, I'll hopefully still be able to get on the chat stuff. Just this week's gonna be really crazy, and I'm gonna try. I think Hidden Arsenal is coming out this week, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll try to get a few packs of that, and I'll have maybe a couple of opening videos on some packs of those. Right, so hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. Now onto the discussion, which you guys want to hear about. The Darklords. They're pretty interesting archetype. We're getting one of them in the next manga, which is like, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. It's the fifth one, if I'm not mistaken on that either. It has Alexis on the front of it, and they're pretty cool, all of them. The others you get like from, I think it's nationals or something like that. You win nationals and you get them. I don't know, but you have to win some kind of tournament to get them. So that means they're going to be extremely hard to get a hold of, which sucks. Hopefully we'll see a reprint. I'm guessing maybe like a gold pack, maybe the next gold pack might have them. I don't know. We're gonna wait a little bit though, I bet, before we see a reprint on these guys. But they're very interesting. I have a bunch of friends that all want to use them, and since they made them as tournament prizes, it's gonna be pretty much impossible to get a hold of them now, unless you go to all the tournaments and all that stuff. So yeah, here's the first one. Darklord and some Diaz. I think that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, Asmodeus, maybe. I'm sorry if I mispronounce words too, or card names or whatever. I'm not really good at that kind of stuff. Here's his effect. I think you guys will be able to see quality enough to know how many stars attack and all, especially if you put it to full screen. This card cannot be special summoned from the deck or graveyard. Once per turn, you can send one fairy type monster from your deck to the graveyard. Uh, when this card you control is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, special summon one Asmo token, which is a fairy type dark level 5, 1800 attack, 1300 defense, and one Diaz token, fairy type dark, level 3, attack 1200, defense 1200, and an Asmo token cannot be destroyed by card effects. A Diaz token cannot be destroyed by battle. Whoa, that's a weird ability. I didn't read these beforehand. So yeah, it's really interesting. That I really like that ability. Let's see, what is he? A 8-star, 3000 attack. So that's pretty interesting. I always think that it's really funny to see all these cards, that are a lot better in Blue Eyes when we used to think Blue Eyes was such a great card. Which is still pretty cool nowadays, but it's kind of funny to see, new 8-star monsters at 3000 or higher attack with these really cool abilities. But anyway, about Darklords, that's going to be a very interesting one. Darklord Desire. This is one we're going to get in the manga, so most of us will be able to get a hold of this guy. He reminds me of a Digimon. I can't remember the name, but he reminds me of like that fusion Digimon that's in like the second series. I don't know, that's been so long ago. Darklord Desire. He has, let's see, 12? Or no, 10. I'm sorry, I can't count. 10 stars, so that's pretty interesting. 3000 attack, 2800 defense. This card cannot be special summoned. You can tribute summon this card by tributing one fairy type monster. Once per turn during your main phase, you can have this card lose 1000 attack and send one monster your opponent controls to the graveyard. So that's pretty interesting. Where it can be tributed or summoned by only one tribute with a fairy monster, that's pretty deadly in itself, I think. Even if his ability is pretty cool, the second ability. But, man, just being able to bring him out a 3000 attack monster is going to be pretty deadly. So we might see this guy in the meta. I don't know. He's really interesting. I'm going to have to pre-order the manga. Darklord Idea Arari? I don't know how to pronounce that at all. That's wicked how that looks just really weird. The artwork looks really cool though. When this card is special summoned from the graveyard, it gains the following effect. So it kind of looks like a Gemini monster in some ways when you look at it like that. During the battle between the attack... Okay, it has a piercing ability where, you know, if its attack is higher than your opponent monster's defense, it will inflict damage. I never like reading off that ability like that because it's so complicated sounding. You might as well just say piercing ability. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. A 5-star. Has a little bit of glare, so I'll read the attack and defense. It has 2,300 attack and just 2,000 defense. I like the other two better that I've seen, but the art on this guy's really wicked, I think. I think it's kind of ironic how they're fairy types and they really look like demons or something. Darklord Suburbia, a level 8, so it's an 8-star. 2,900 attack, 2,400 defense. When this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can special summon one fairy type monster from your graveyard except Darklord Suburbia. So that's pretty interesting. Not as good as the others, in my opinion, really. Or as good as the top two that I talked about. This guy's just awesome, I think, Darklord Desire. You know, that's the one we're going to man, of course, and this guy's just really wicked. His effect is just something I've never seen another Yu-Gi-Oh card even have. So yeah, really like the art on all these guys. You know, it's first time in a long time I've really liked these, you know, cards art that weren't dual terminal cards. So what do you guys think of these? Do you think that they're, you know, gonna shake up the metagame, or you know, will we even be able to get enough of them to even shake up the metagame? With, I guess, the limited print of them now, we won't really see too much of them in the meta. I don't know. But once they're mass produced, do you think we'll see a lot of them all over? Or will they just be for fun? Could they knock out Fabled Archetype? Or they're going to be, you know, what the fairy decks are missing? Just tell me what you think in the comments. And if you want me to go over another archetype or world change, you know, or anything, you know, certain you can do like in the game, you know, like synchro summoning. I've gone over all kinds of different things like that. Just tell me and put that in the comments, and I will try to make a video on it. Alright, and I think that's everything. Like I said, go check out all the people I give shoutouts to. They were really cool for giving me shoutouts in the first place. You give me a shoutout, I will give you one. And, yeah. And that's all. Bye, YouTube.